Session 23.
Session 23. We play Dungeons and
Michael Jordan.
We play Dungeons and Dragons. Last we left off, a lot of excellent role playing, leaving our guests waiting for almost a full 2 hours.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it was good. It was
all good.
And you guys ended up in Mirtaran, the destination of choice for stealing shit and delivering messages to kings. And then seeing a paladin get shot. And then you guys were like, hey, what's that thing that guy's got? Also, is that a turtle? And yeah, Tortle and a Tabaxi tried to assassinate Gabriel Selsaline, the High Paladin of the Mirtaran's King's Court. You guys dispatched all their veteran fighters. Arya was reunited with her great uncle Hunderpuck, who taught her the ways of the world and gave her genetic feat.
All right.
The rest of you went to the Night Garden, and I didn't get all the way through the recording because it's a lot to remember. What did you guys do in the Night Garden?
Eggs and doors into a dusty place.
That's covered in dry blood.
Also dry blood.
You guys did get into.
People stole my egg.
Yeah, Zodell is.
I'm
one
gonna be
point
dead
intelligent.
soon.
We met our Portal and Tabaxi friend. Yeah.
Yeah, Arya goes back to the
I was just hanging out
inn.
back at the inn, waiting for you
Yeah,
guys.
Tortle and a Tabaxi sat down with you, and the Tortle put a pistol in your ribs, if I'm not very much mistaken. He's got a pistol aimed at you, under the table. Don't move.
Or like a claw or something. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff to remember, and then I spent a whole week writing new shit, so here we go. Arya.
Start with the, okay, I was gonna say you could start
We're
with
going to
the
start
night
with the
guard.
other people, yeah. You guys picked your way into Delarouge, Francois Delarouge's property.
Mm-hmm. And we're there because...
Why are we there, Falconer?
He's got a god scroll that he's been blabbing about. That the Baroness Estefania has asked us to recover and bring back to her.
All right. Estefania Lashira, who's actually quite taken with you upon your first couple of meetings.
Yes.
A high-ranking member of the Alanoran Thieves Guild, the Emerald Crest. You've pushed your way inside. It's got a fair amount of dust on the interior. Some dried blood. You guys only state you were on the main level, just came in?
Yeah,
we just came in.
Where we kind of cut off?
I opened the door
Remember
sneakily.
this at all?
Yeah, we were about to go up the stairs because I believe that's where the blood trail.
Well, it was
carried
Falconer
up.
and I that were going to be real stealthy, and then all of a sudden, it was just egg frenzy.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Yeah. It's like, no, I want an egg. No!
Wait, it's a dead body, but eggs!
Blowing everybody's brains out with
The other
eggs.
thing, I healed pretty much everybody because I can
not
just.
me. What's happening
That's
right
fine.
now?
I'm good.
Yeah.
We'll talk about healing now.
And Zodell is now 1 point of intelligence smarter.
Oh yeah, and we're all people took a lot of damage. I'm at 9.
Yeah, I had to use all my hit dice.
So much damage.
Sorry, I'm a bit too.
Yeah.
All right, so
so
as-
much damage.
As you guys have come into the property, who's going in? You're going, Ryden, leading the way with Falconer?
Do we want this to be a stealth operation? Do we want to be able to see?
Pretty sure it's still broad daylight out.
Still broad daylight?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
dark
'cause-
inside the vicinity?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, the
I mean,
night
I'm an
garden
elf,
is-
so I have dark vision, but... Well, I rolled a 3 plus something, so let's say it's like an 8.
Hard to tell. Lots of curtains drawn from your vantage point.
Okay. I mean,
Do we want to be
I
prepared
can
in case
cast
there's
light on a little staff thing and just sort of wrap it with a cloth. Just to sort of like...
Falconer, where's your health at? Mine's at... Okay, good talk.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just turned the Wi-Fi off on my phone because I was worried it was getting real glitchy on my end. So,
Now that the light is on, can I percept too?
yeah.
Yep. There we go. That's also
talk.
7.
Yeah,
Are we getting
I'm 35 out of 47.
Okay, yeah, I'm full health. I had to do a healing potion and roll real good to get back to where I'm at.
Yeah, I just used all my hit dice and want to blow a potion just yet.
Who's still outside?
Yeah, so did we short rest? Because
Yeah, I'll
perception
probably wait outside.
Yeah,
too.
there was a short rest
Me too?
before
Both of you
you
can make a
entered the
perception
house.
check, or one of you can make with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just used all mine
Oh
too.
yeah, I'm gonna do healing trade.
And I'm a hurting unit.
I got an 8.
You want to use that one? I did not do good. 7.
We're off to a really bad start here,
Great
guys.
start, guys.
Zodel's 8
Perfect.
is just enough to... What's your passive perception?
14?
15. You have noticed there are roaming pairs of paladin guards in the night garden.
Ooh.
But it's not night. It's a misnomer right now, right?
It's night. I believe it's night garden.
Unless
spelled
it's a
K
magical
N I.
garden.
Oh.
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 In the daytime, it's the K night.
At night, it's the end night.
Fascinating.
So anyway, there's roaming patrols of paladins on horseback, and you guys just broke into a house. So who's staying outside?
I'm gonna mention.
I'm not there.
What kind? What?
Eyes
It's
on
not
guards.
Durellian
Up ahead.
guards here. It's
No, these
It's
guards
near Duran
are
guards.
sign-on knights.
okay.
They,
So,
basically,
yeah.
every kind of soldier warrior in this country is like looks like a paladin knight, heavy armor,
I'll
armored horses.
go inside then.
Do you
Yeah,
have like trinkets?
You
and
have
whatnot
no
on you
authority over these.
that I can like cast light on, like a necklace or like something, or if you want like your
well,
crossbow
there's my
glow.
my holy. Well, I can cast light on it too. Then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast light on my holy symbol.
All right.
Falconer also can light up his setting sun,
Okay.
so it
Yep.
creates
Just
fire.
Who's still outside?
I can also make
I'm
fire.
outside.
I'll remain
Have fire
outside.
wine.
Don't.
Put that away.
It's a great idea.
I think it's just the two of us are outside.
Are you,
Okay.
are you all
Just
set?
putting
I'll
it out
stay
there.
outside.
Oh,
Well, unless you want to be the one that stays.
I will go in.
Okay. Here's some magical rocks.
Senors, what business do you have here in the Night Garden? There's a pair of these paladin knights who finally rolled a good perception check.
Hello. Yes.
We're inside already.
I believe
So it's-
you're
so-
outside, or you just went in.
I probably would just went in.
Okay, so you're
Yes,
outside.
I'm outside.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And
hello.
Zodel.
Virik,
Virik.
and Zodel are outside.
Yes.
What business do you have in the Night Garden?
Yes, we're checking out the night garden. It's quite lovely here.
Beautiful here.
It is, and on whose authority are you roaming these grounds?
Well, we
We
had
were
the king's
just with the
permission, as
king,
well
in
as we had saved the Gabriel is the head paladin man.
Gabriel Celceline, yeah.
Gabriel, yes, he was attacked outside, and we had helped fend off the attackers. So we're just taking a nice rest amongst the beautiful gardenry here.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Can I help?
You can help. So with advantage or...
Okay. With advantages is dirty 20.
30-20?
Nice.
Yes, I did hear, or we did hear about the kerfuffle at the Krashian's Keep earlier this morning. It is very unusual for them to grant outsiders access to the Night Garden, but if you are in the King's good graces, I suppose just do not get up to any trouble.
Ah, of
Yes,
course
thank
not.
you. Merci. And
Have
what,
a
what
good
is your
day,
what
night.
is your particular interest with Francois' house here?
This is Francois's house. Who is this Francois? I am new here and know much.
Francois is the one of the high counselors of the king.
Oh.
A high counselor, you say?
Oui.
You said on the inside it looks like abandoned, but does it show that on the outside, or does it look pretty...
Outside looks pretty well kept.
Okay.
Make an intelligence check.
Rolls in that one.
15.
Yeah.
You've noticed as you guys have been making your way through the night garden, a lot of the exterior works are taken care of by hired.
All right.
It's their job to maintain the exterior of the noble's properties. So it does look very well tended for.
Okay.
Just do not get up to anything nefarious. He kind
Oh,
of
of course not.
shifts his gaze slowly to the half work that's covered still probably in some goop.
I took a bath 2 days ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
And, Right, so they sort of flip-clop down the road a little bit, and they're both kind of just keeping an eye on you over their shoulders.
He maintains unblinking eye contact with one another as they walk away.
That was cool.
You see them like muttering to one another. People inside the house.
So,
What you doing?
so to recap what we've seen so far,
Have we split up the like sending stones just in case?
Oh, you have sending stones. That's cool.
We do, yeah.
One pair, yes.
I mean,
Rocky Talkies.
I mean,
I don't remember who has one.
Would
I
it
think
be
Falconer has
an
one.
idea?
I think I might.
I have
think
one,
you have
and
one.
either Riordan or Magnus has the other.
I don't have it.
I've got something stones.
Yeah.
alright.
Because we only have one pair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's Falconer and Riordan that have
You
them.
guys passing those off to somebody before you head in?
I could take one.
One pair.
Yeet.
Alright.
Well, just
I gotta remember how many charges they have or whatever.
You can use them once every 24
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, it's one charge.
Yeah.
Basically, it's
One
an
way.
emergency call of, by the way,
One way
bad shit's
each with a
happening."
reply to each.
Right.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Wee woo wee.
So, to recap what you saw inside,
Yeah.
I can't remember what your role was, but it was decent enough. It's dusty.
Yeah.
It looks very undisturbed. The wooden floors at the start of the base of the stairs leading up, there is that sort of brown trickle of long dried blood leading upward. And then the hallway goes down and into the larger area of the main level.
Right. Well, blood goes up, so I suppose we should go up, right?
Are we going to be wary of traps or anything?
As we
Or
do.
assassins that are still present?
And I will give guidance to whoever is checking for traps.
I mean, I checked for traps on the door already, and they,
Don't believe there was any traps on
no,
the
there
door.
wasn't on the door, and then opened the door with a bunch of ness. Yeah.
I am first going to cast Aid at 3rd level. So I'll cast it on myself, you, and Magnus. So your maximum hit points increase by 10. And also your current hit points increase by 10. So you get by 10.
Bloody hell then, mate. Appreciate that.
I added a thing to your mini as well.
You have a little compass.
oh, that's cool.
Wow.
I forgot I had a pirate compass kicking down from like one of my second Lego sets ever. So I was like, oh yeah, you got a compass, there you go.
Do I add that the temporary hit points or just?
That's your hit point maximum increases by 10. I don't know how easy that is to do on DC Beyond.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Override
Not
max
easy?
Hit points 38.
Yeah, so just add 10.
I'm just gonna do an override.
Yeah, just remember
If
your
you
other hit
can't,
points.
if
'cause
you
these-
Plus one
click
to
on
Fight Club,
max
Dallas.
on the
Plus one
hit
to
point
Fight
thing,
Club.
it pops up a thing, and then it'll say temp hit points, and you can just click them up or down.
So like shimmering glass sort of copies of you fly out of me and into you.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds friggin' epic.
Also, before I forget, everybody in the main party can add Polgara's scattered sending stones.
Right.
Alright.
Oh yeah, she gave us
So
20.
once
Is that what they're
once
called?
Gone, they're gone.
That's
Is it?
yeah.
No,
Polgara's scattered.
They run out after 8 hours.
Scattered sending
hello.
stones.
Yeah, so they can be
Oh.
healed up and all
I
that
misspelled Polgara. Hold on. I spelled Polgara.
Palma?
Just Polgara. No L.
Palma's scattering.
Palma's Magnus's bad memory.
Yeah, Pogara.
All right, it's corrected. Polgara's scattered sending stones. So she can, if she finds out anything about what's going on with your guys' shit, she can send you messages, and if you guys find out anything that you maybe want to ask her or send her information to help in her research that she's assisting you guys with, you can use that. It works same as a sending stone, except you each have a little earbud kind of one, and she's got the main rock.
It's like a diamond that we put in our ear type thing, or is it a?
I mean, since you can only use it once a day, it's probably inconvenient to just have it sitting
Yeah.
in there in that moist ear.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's not that important, but I can't find it.
P-O.
You might have to reset it since you changed it.
Poma.
What's her name again? Puma?
I think it looks more like a poop.
I think it
P-O-L.
looks more like
G.
So we are hanging out on the interior of.
It's a large house,
Okay.
so you guys are just in the believe you
We're
went
in
the
the
front,
foyer?
front door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in just the front foyer. Foyer if you're nasty.
Come on.
I start talking to you about faith and gods and all that. Just an endless just talk about it.
I might ask, would you know anything specific about, like, Zell in, like...
Don't ask me, ask him.
Alright, I don't know. I don't know much about organized religion. I do follow Zell, though. He is my god.
That's nice.
Strength, power.
I follow the god.
The only truth. The only constants. Gains.
Swallows the goal, sizes the prize. Gains.
Vieric breaks off into a whole like philosophical rant about fate and truths and constants and
understand that
variables
because I'm into
and
it.
lots of big complicated words.
Just threw him into the intelligence deep end. Alright.
Yes, philosophical.
He like brings out a little notebook and has just like notes upon notes of all of this.
Fill us a waffle cone, yes.
Right.
Interior people? What do you Is
So
it better?
No.
No, is it worse?
Yeah.
Oh. I was sweating up a storm. My hair got so frizzy. I was trying to get it done, but I'll just hat up for the day.
So we're seeing this blind, curtain, dark-ish.
It's dim.
Dusty.
It's not dark. Lots of the just based off of the initial perception and description I've given you, a lot of the curtains and shutters are drawn, but there's still enough light making its way through that it is not pitch black inside. It is broad daylight, so
Right.
it's dim light. And then
And
with
it's-
everybody casting their light spells, there's lots of light to go around for everybody inside.
Cool. And it's me, Falconer, and is
Yeah.
Light Handy you hanging around with us? I think you are, right? Is that the plan?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're like, fuck. Now we can't stealth.
Well,
I mean,
So
we
it
can't
count with me
stealth with
anyway,
Falconer
so-
anyway.
Admittedly, if it was the three of us outside, we'd probably like. I'd be like.
it would be a terrorist attack, is what it would be.
I mean, I didn't want to say.
Listen, I'll do my best, okay?
Those beans could have been a fucking catastrophe.
Yeah.
You guys could have destroyed the entire night garden.
What?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I looked those up after.
Yeah,
The
There's
giant
some shit
pyramid.
in there.
yeah, that's the first one that happened in my character.
Yeah, I was very concerned when Zodel dropped a bean. I was like, oh no. Terrorism strikes again.
We set up a nuke in the night garden.
Actually, I should just do that one time. Like, we're in the middle of a fight. I'm like, boom.
It takes a minute.
All right.
though.
Oh,
So let's
10-round fight.
so are we noticing blood just going up the stairs, the dried blood up the stairs, or is it everywhere?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or I guess you could, investigation. Now you're inside. You've perceived. Now you can investigate. And be a little more thorough in
Okay.
your
I'll pull the black light out of my.
Yeah, 9.
investigation. 9.
Oh. Yeah! 11.
From what you can tell, it's just going up the stairs, and as you go toward the stairs, it starts as a small spattering of blood, and as you get higher up on the stairs, there's more and more of it as you proceed in sort of swaths, as if some action had taken place, but a while ago.
Is it one set of stairs or is it like a wraparound?
It's just one set of stairs up the side of the house, immediately to the left when you come in.
I'll try and sneak up, I guess.
And the blood is not fresh, it's old.
It's like brown, sunk into the woods. It's been there a while. Where is
He did.
Francois' house?
Hell House?
Hell House. 2 floors, generally pompous house. On the walls, as you're moving around, sneaking upstairs, there are decorative weapons and tapestries on the walls. Make your way up the stairs. As you get up the stairs, there's a series of different bedrooms or rooms, closed doors. The blood goes straight down the hallway, and at this point now you're seeing there's bits of it like splashed up on the walls as if like from weapon strikes and spatter.
bit of a horror show up here, guys. Don't know.
Hey, we did see this Francois guy at the castle earlier, right?
Correct. He was one of the high counselors that was talking to the king when you guys arrived with Hunderbuck.
We got a Ryshaw situation
I wouldn't do that to you right out the gate.
It's a bit of a horror show up here, guys. I can fight you guys to move up.
Follow up.
Yep.
Sure.
Just slowly start following the blood trail, kind of scanning, looking for traps.
Make an investigation check.
Stuff like that.
I'll help.
Okay.
He's, okay.
He'll help.
I'm going to guide myself.
Jesus, take the wheel moment.
16, 19.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, make your way up. Nice tapestries. You can tell there's one portrait, oil painting, very nice. Probably worth about 500 gold. This sword on the wall, very ornate. Not built as much for fighting as it is for decoration. Probably worth about 1,000 gold. Very jewel encrusted.
It's very Magnus.
Platinum pommel, yeah.
Steal shit off the walls.
Oh, look at that. Magnus, are you keeping that sword?
Says the guy that got the cursed sword.
How about we just remember that it's here? We don't want to get into too much
I
trouble.
would. It looks very valuable. This Rust and Creek stone.
Mental
I wouldn't
inventory.
mind snatching that off the wall.
Just
Agreed.
Are you guys thieves?
remember.
Part time, I suppose. Yeah.
We're
I'm
more,
associated with you now.
It's not thievery exactly. It's just punishing the wicked.
No.
We take loot.
It's more of we're more of a justice avenger type group.
if it turns out that this guy's not around anymore, we like to take things and sell them off and then reallocate them amongst the poor.
Oh, okay.
Helping the economy.
Yeah.
His
Otherwise,
nickname's Robin,
it would
by
just,
the way.
It would just go into repossession. It
Someone
just
wears
auctioned
hoods.
off to some art collector somewhere. It would just sit on his wall. It wouldn't really be any use to anyone else.
Suddenly he's the expert. I'm not here.
Yes, when the DM's rolling dice, it scares the shit out of me. Following.
I didn't mean to scare you.
It's just it seems like time is of the essence every time you do, and it's like, oh, this is okay. There's something happening in the background as we're just bantering.
I'm rolling for the guards outside.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So the blood goes up to one of the doors.
Yeah, so as you go up, it kind of goes off in two directions. To the right, no blood, straight down the hallway to a large set of doors, French doors, double doors. That's where the blood trail seems to lead. There is another door on the left-hand side halfway down. And down the right corridor, there is a door on the left as well.
Okay, so the door that the blood leads up to, I put my hand on Riordan and kind of like usher him towards the door. You'll feel that familiar warmth of guidance.
You got this, big guy.
Man, I was thinking it. All right,
Never going
I will
away.
also be looking over his shoulder.
it's a good try. 20. What was I rolling for?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Checking for traps.
He rolled
Stuff like
fucking
that.
good, though.
Just investigating
Alright,
the
so
door.
investigation.
24. Yeah.
24.
Was a crit.
There are no traps on this door. It is locked. There is blood on the handle. It's a nice brass knobs that you've seen everywhere, or like lever handles. Quite sophisticated mechanisms compared to a lot of the stuff you're used to picking.
Is there any noise or anything coming from the outside of the door?
Make a perception check.
Or anywhere near?
I'll help.
Hey, Riordan. Hey, Riordan. Right. Just so you know, if you ever get tired or you like arthritis in your hands, I see you going at those locks all the time. If you ever want me to just
30, 20.
knock one down, you let me know, alright?
All right, then, mate. Yeah. Deal.
Alright, you keep it in mind.
Were you?
I was just like listening. I got a 20.
No. No
Wait,
noise.
I heard something.
That sounded like an absolute horror show.
Great white dragon. No. No noise in this house other than the occasional creak of a floorboard underneath your party's feet.
And it's
Sorry
dusty
about
stuff
that.
up here too, so
Yeah.
obviously no one has been here in maybe a week, 2 weeks.
Make an intelligence check.
I'll help.
15.
15. Probably at least 2 weeks. Maybe longer.
Yeah, it's a bit of dust on everything, it seems like.
It looks like the maid hasn't been here in quite some time.
CSI Miami.
CSI Mirror Terrain.
All right, I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay. Roll a thieves' tools.
Yeah.
With guidance.
That is 24.
24.
Oh, without guidance, so 25.
It was DC 20. So
Nice.
you do manage to, like I said, it's a sophisticated mechanism, and you find the tumblers, and oh shit, there's more tumblers than I'm used to. You get that third pick in there, and
This is the Lockpicking Wire, and today we
and it is now unlocked.
I wanna while he's picking the lock, I just kind of wanna look over his shoulder, like real close to him, and be like, and then when he gets it, be like, oh, nice one.
His breath smells like sausage. The door is now unlocked, still closed.
Right. At the arm, I guess we'll open it really slow.
Yeah, I've got my crossbow out.
Dagger out.
Yeah, everything.
Does Zodell see any like others in the park, like hypothetically buskers, serenaders, you know, people for money, trying
Make a perception check.
People for money.
And this
to 22.
this garden is more like it's locked off to the public. This
Correct.
is for, like,
It was open, like it's secured at night, but it was open when you arrived. But there is, based on Zodell's perception check, there's no riffraff in here. There's no buskers, no panhandlers. It is a very clean, kept, guarded area. Probably more so at night, because during the day most of these individuals are kind of just out and about doing their own stuff.
So it's a pretty clear area.
It's pretty clear, and it's large. Just lots of big mansions, houses, lots of really nice gardens,
Very
and
nice.
very nice gardens. Well kept.
Peaceful, just sort
Very
of quiet.
peaceful butterflies.
Watch
and-
this. I'm gonna take out my.
like there's an angle
I'm gonna
here for
take
sure,
out
yeah.
my bagpipes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
Whoa.
As you blow into the bagpipes and
firing up
squeeze,
the bags.
the bag tears. And a couple of guards that are like doing their rounds like look over at you, and you kind of just put the bagpipes away.
That was very impressive.
Oh, so what was supposed to happen that didn't work out?
Yeah, one's a bad roll, man. You gotta get your bagpipes fixed now.
Maybe I could fix those if I have bending.
Just drop
have
the
it.
bag there.
Honestly,
And
it worked out
as-
in your favor. You would have got kicked out if you made a performance check above a 2. So
And as we open the door in the most incredibly tense way, we hear "Mmm" from outside.
pretty much, yeah. The door swings open, and you see
I'm waving the 4-4.
an empty room. Dusty bed chamber, 4-postered bed, dust on everything. The trail of blood leads through the room and towards a window on the left-hand side of the bed.
Hey, Ryelden,
Oh,
you think that window's locked?
It's tough to say. Yeah, let's go find out, I suppose.
You gonna pick that one too?
The window's locked.
Okay. You just want to break things? Is that the plan here?
Just looking
Nah,
out
this is
the
like
window.
Boston
see where
Craig's
the
told.
trail goes.
I don't want to just break things. I'm just saying it's an option.
It's always good to have an option on the option tree, I suppose, doesn't it? Yep, that's good. And with that, I'm going to. Yes. Is there anything?
Yeah. Let's see why we need to open the window.
Yeah. I guess if the blood leads out.
Can we see out the window to where the blood?
The curtains are only partially drawn. The blood trail goes up onto the windowsill and a couple inches on the other side of the glass, and then nothing.
Am I like still outside? Are we both around? Can they see us?
What? Outside team full frontal have a gander around the side of the building, or we can head down ourselves. I don't know.
Where?
There's no like blood on the ground or anything that we could see out through the window if you open the curtains and
Make a perception check
And I'll help.
with assistance.
And guidance.
what is guidance plus a D4?
D4, yeah.
16.
The blood trail goes past the windowsill on the opposite side, about an inch and a half, 2 inches, and then it looks like it has been wiped as if to clean up the trail. You're guessing that the trail would have led further, but somebody at that point on the exterior of the house has made efforts to tidy it up.
We're on the second floor, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so you can't see anything on the ground, is I guess what I was looking for? Like any...
You see Zodel and Virik just kind of hanging out. Virik is just in this very long-winded... You see him moving his hands. Zodel's kind of glazing over.
Just looking at a tear.
I'd like to just check this room for like safes behind pictures or hidey hole kind of things.
Good thinking, Falconer. Always in it for the money, right?
Make an investigation check.
I'll help.
Advantage for everyone.
Investigation 21.
Nice.
As you're skirting the room, investigating, looking for clues, you find a broken dagger kind of haphazardly kicked underneath the side of the bed.
Gonna take it in a piece of cloth and put it in my bag.
Protect for fingerprints. In the bedside table, on the side of the bed where the bloody window trail is, you open it up and you find a, regular knickknacks, a couple of, quill and parchment, a journal, a used handkerchief, a couple of, some copper and silver, the end of the day change that was in the pocket, sort of thing. In the closet across the way, you find it's a large walk-in, and inside there is a set of ceremonial armor and ceremonial sword for, those sort of more prestigious engagements and presentations that one might need to get suited up for. A nice purple sort of short cape across the back of it. Regular noble-looking clothes, doublets, and nice hats with feathers.
Any secret passage, like with, I don't know, maybe 21's high enough, but
You can make your own investigation check if you'd like. You're looking for something different, yeah.
Yeah, just like trapdoor type situations or
Candlestick. Fireplace opens up. Stuff.
yeah,
Scooby-Doo stuff.
Bookcase.
yeah, exactly.
And one of the side tables, I'm gonna take the stuff off it, and then in the dust, I'm gonna etch some divine symbols and try and ritualistically cast detect magic.
Okay. What's the range on that? 30 feet or 60 feet?
Range is 30 feet on myself, but it lasts for 10 minutes, so as I'm wandering around.
Okay. What was your check there?
What was I doing again?
Investigation.
19.
19. You don't find anything. Like at one point, you see something. You're like, "This looks familiar." Nope, that's just a candlestick. I've seen this before.
This brick on the wall looks
You just
like it has marks in it.
No.
Pull the stick of wax off it, and you're like, that's a candle.
No trap doors or sneaky passages. No little hidey holes. Not that you can discern in this room, anyway.
I'm gonna send a quick message to Vieric.
You have message?
I have the message.
Yes! Love it.
Do this right. I don't know if
You
there's a
point
way.
at me and you go, "Hey."
Hey, Vieric. So this is covered in dust and dried blood. No body yet.
They have not yet
Blood
found-
leads outside, I think.
They have not yet found the body. Which I can't. Can I respond back?
Yeah, you can. You can respond to this message.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. It's like
is
which
there-
which window
What?
did they?
We're right above you.
Right above you.
I kind of got my telemetry a little bit mixed
Okay.
up. They're. So you came in the front door. They're at front door. You guys went back up the stairs and out the back, out of a side window. You could maybe see them if they were just like meandering.
Okay.
Sorry, I fucked up the
Got it.
geography of all that.
I'll go to that side where that side window is, and
Sure.
we'll look around the
Well,
edges
will
of
help
the.
as well.
Make a perception check with either with advantage or you
Or
can
is
each make
there a
one.
maximum amount of words,
You can do
like
it.
Yeah,
a sending
okay.
spell, or is it
It's
just
25.
you can say whatever you want?
Point your finger towards the tree and whisper a message.
Perception?
You know, whisper that you can hear.
23.
23.
No.
You can
You just have
see. There's just a range on message as opposed to.
Yeah,
sending.
it's 120 feet.
Yeah, or sending can go to anybody. Anywhere.
Yeah.
You
can go to-
see
yeah.
just the faintest kind of scratch marks on the edge of where that window is. Not quite fingernail-esque, but there's some kind of scraping and some light kind of scuffs down the wall. Barely perceptible. You just rolled really high.
I can throw you up there if you want.
No, I think I'm good. I can see from here.
Classic.
That's what everyone says. Boy.
One day, Zodel, you will throw me.
Again.
You'll have to toss me.
Have you seen anything down
So if there's nothing in that
There
bedroom,
seems
can we
to
go
be
check that other
almost
door
like claw
upstairs?
marks
Whatever the
below
other
the
room
window.
was.
I informed the group of what was found outside.
What did you say, Falconer?
Going to the
If
other
there's nothing else that's popping up in the bedroom, or I guess we'll wait for Magnus's detect magic, but go check the other room upstairs.
It takes about 10 minutes for me to cast it.
There is. Yeah, the only thing you found of note is like there's the journal. Yeah, some loose change, the broken dagger, and everything else is pretty par for the course about what you'd expect to find in a.
I'm gonna take that journal too
Okay.
with the dagger.
And if you wanted to take the pocket change, you can add 6.
No,
Okay.
I don't need the pocket change.
6
I'll
silver.
take it.
Roston takes 6
No,
silver.
I'm gonna slap his hand away.
Falconer, it's free money.
When Roston met the party, he was so poor, and they just
Don't-
came back from
don't-
this huge job
don't
where they got
steal
like, tens
from
of thousands of
people,
gold. I was
Roston.
like, what?
Well, you're taking his journal and dagger. Probably worth
We're
more than
looking
this
for
change.
something. I'll give it
Well,
back.
you say that now.
Those are clues and evidence.
Within
All
30
right,
feet,
let's
you
go
have not
then.
checked any magic.
Alright,
Make
so
a sleight of
my
hand
spell finishes, the symbols flare
Not
up.
this time.
My eyes
I trust
glaze
Falconer.
over with like this light blue
Vision.
lens over top of them, and I'm like, Magica Revelio, as it completes, and I start looking and just kind of like wandering around.
There is a very, very strong magical essence coming from Io's compass, the ball with mithril bands, giant diamond in the middle.
Mental inventory.
And then just, everything that the party's wearing that is magical or carrying.
I'm just
is
gonna
magical.
slowly start like kind of meandering like out into the hallway in front of like the doors and stuff like that, seeing if I can sense anything on the other sides of them. Back in the hallway with the tapestry and the stuff on the walls.
Nothing within 30 feet of you is giving you any indication that there's anything magical. As you do, I'm assuming just a lap of the house.
I've got a sense that based off of what Varric and Zodel saw outside, that perhaps instead of something leaving the house, maybe it was something coming into the window with prey, as an example.
I'm wondering if those claw marks are maybe tabaxi size.
I was wondering.
That's exactly what.
Have you told me about like the marks?
Oh yeah, it's like yeah.
All right, and you said no to.
No to
okay.
tossing.
I'm like, all right. I'm gonna put on the your bare hands. And I'm gonna start hiking up the house.
Okay, make an athletics check with advantage.
Keep in mind there's just guards wandering around.
I just rolled a 2 on their perception, so you guys are good for a minute. You guys are now closer to the back of the house, too.
Alright, keep watch for me.
Yeah, Vieric will look out and see that the guards are like walking away from us and like, you've got about a minute.
Was that a nat 1?
You said what? With advantage?
Advantage.
Oh, good.
Was that a nat 1?
No, it was a 3.
Athletics.
Yeah, that changed that back. Oh, wait, hold on, that's 17.
Okay. You stick your claws into the decorative exterior of this property and you make massive rents in the material. You manage to make your way about 3/4 of the way up. Give me one more athletics check with advantage.
Do I see it? Do I see it out the window?
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you're currently arguing with Falconer about
20.
climate change.
13?
I'd say you hear it at this point as Zodell comes like up to the windowsill. The window is locked, so now you're just hanging on to the side of the house at this window.
Do I see
I'm just going to
the
go up to the window and be like, hey,
You
Zodell.
destroyed the scratch marks.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna let go.
Okay, make a athletics check or acrobatics check. Sorry.
7.
7. All right, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of land on your heels and fall back. Your ankles hurt a lot.
Nothing up
Bye,
there.
Zodell.
So Roslin's like, oh hey look, okay, see you later.
Talk about tampering with evidence later.
Over what?
Falconer, make a history check.
6.
Oof.
Wow. Okay, well that's not going to help.
There's any stone.
There's something. You're kind of you're on the cusp of remembering something. Something Estefania told you when she asked you to do this job. It's just eluding you.
Can I
there's more.
smack him to make him remember?
Roll an unarmed attack.
Hey mate, would it help to shake your head loose? Yeah, maybe a bit of fire wine down the system or something.
that would
Someone
blow
say
his head
fire
loose.
wine?
Try it. Just try it.
All right. Well, let's go to that other room, I suppose.
Which one? There are 2 more upstairs.
You said there's another one that had a blood trail, right?
Just the one blood trail to the master chambers.
Oh,
There was a door on the left that you passed going there, and then there was a right-hand hallway where there was, if you were turning that way, another door on the left going the same direction. But just two separate rooms upstairs, and the downstairs has not been explored yet.
right. Well, shall we go to the next room?
Yes, please.
Okay.
But
The other 2 doors are not locked, not trapped. I'll just save you some time on some of those rolls. As you go in, one looks like it was a child's room, the one that was on the hallway down to Francois's main chambers.
PTSD.
Also long abandoned. The
Does it
pictures,
look more abandoned than.
the pictures on the wall there are several different tapestries of like Francois holding a baby, Francois with his hand on his son's shoulder, Francois with his son in a set of armor. Son looks to be grown up, potentially moved out. The room looks probably more disused than the rest of the house, as though the son's been gone longer than this has taken place.
And what
Is the
age of
sun
child would you
objectively-
say it looks like this room is for?
I mean, there's various different knickknacks and stuff, like ball in a cup sort of things that are just kind of there. But there's also a rack for armor off on the one side. There's several books ranging from your French ABCs to tactics in war. It was a lifelong child's like growing up. He's probably gone either to an academy or joined the army by now, just based off of cursory information.
We don't recognize
Is the sun objectively attractive?
Make a history check. Make a perception check.
13.
The sun is, arguably attractive. He's got this one big mole on his cheek, but you find it endearing.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 on history check. I walked past this guy in the street yesterday.
Fascinating.
Yeah, that's
So he may or may not be still alive.
I'd like to take the ball and cup.
Schrodinger's son right there. Yeah.
Okay, you have a ball and cup game.
Falconer, is it alright if I take this?
As long as you don't do it.
Just do whatever.
Don't do it during stealth checks.
Don't do whatever.
You can perpetually hear Rostin in the background. Damn it! Oh, I got it!
Is it like a kadama? Can I call it that?
I don't fucking know.
Or is
Or
it
T with
different?
like the ball on the thing that you're trying to.
It's like the Mexican ball in the cup game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's got a
cup-
string on it,
or a
right?
string and a ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
And try and flip the ball in the
Yeah,
cup.
it's a kadama,
Ball
yeah.
in a cup. Ball in a cup.
Yeah.
Anything else upstairs? Like
You
two
check the
bedrooms?
other room. Looks like it is a maid's quarters. There's a couple of different beds. Very, very simple room. White sheets, smaller beds, couple of little dressers, like a couple of smaller art pieces on the wall. Pretty nondescript.
Also
Any-
pretty dusty.
Also abandoned.
Any evidence in here who the maid might have been, so we can like maybe
Make an investigation
track her
check.
down and question her?
I'll help.
Nice Magnus impression.
I do what I can. 17, 20, dirty 20.
One of the bedside dressers has like a little note in it. Looks like it's an old love note. It says, "To my dearest Rosalie." Not Rosalie, because that's his character's backup character. Lyrstrom. Margarine.
Say there's some scandalous going on right now. Oh.
Rosalie Lyrstrom is also the maid. What?
Part-time evenings and weekends? I was so made of questions.
Margarine is the one maid's name.
Paladin by day, maid.
Worst superhero ever.
Hella endearing, for sure.
That's hilarious.
All right, so we haven't checked out the main floor yet, so
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna check out. But we should check out the main floor, I suppose.
Yes.
And,
Was there a basement too? I can't remember.
I don't think there.
No visible signs of a basement that you can discern.
Yeah.
You can make an investigation check if you're doing a thorough sweep of the downstairs.
Yep, I'm helping.
Okay.
Right.
Is my detect magic still up, or
Yeah.
when I did my
Nothing on the main floor. Just need to walk around.
18.
18. Ooh, that was with advantage?
Yep. 20. Dirty 20.
20. Where is it? Okay, 20 is what you needed to find the safe.
Yeah.
Behind a portrait of a very beautiful woman with dark hair in a purple dress. And
Rosalind.
as you kind of, you're kind of just like investigating around it, and you bump it, and you feel it rub kind of unnaturally. And as you peer behind, there is a safe in the wall. Make a thieves' tools check.
good luck, buddy.
Does it,
I'm assuming every time he says that, it
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
this motion. It's the
yeah,
guidance.
exactly. That was a. Oh yeah, guidance. It just we say it so much that it's kind of a funny thing. Well, I didn't. 19.
We can't quite get it open.
Frosted.
Falconer, make an intelligence check.
Blow it up.
19.
You started leafing through this journal.
Mm-hmm.
Just while everybody else is doing their shit, Magnus is walking around like a blind man, just trying to detect magic stuff. Riordan is picking away at this safe, and you're reading. Where is it? The entries in this journal seem to have started after Francois's wife passed away. And as you flip through, it's just him dealing with his grief, sending his son off into the army. You flip through and you notice the entries, they sort of stop about 3 weeks ago. And they're all dated. But as you leaf to the back of the journal, there is a set of numbers inscribed on the very last page.
Perhaps a combination of some sort.
I I rolled the second one.
I'm gonna go find Riordan and just try to do the safe with those numbers.
All right. Because I've been watching a lot of Lost, the numbers are 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
What? I don't know what that means.
It's a Lost
It's a
reference.
lost.
Got it.
I never watched Lost. So.
You guys get your shit together. Lost is fantastic.
Well, I mean, by the end.
Until the end.
What do you mean until the end? The end was fucking fantastic.
Mm,
Didn't you just say you never watched it?
I've heard about the.
Yeah, because people who
misdeeds
don't
of
even get me
Lost.
started. No. People who didn't like the ending were stupid because they just didn't understand it.
I understood that it was crappy ass writing.
I understand that you can roll with disadvantage on your next turn. Just one of my favorite background shows.
Give
Worth
it. Give it.
I am so
Tokens are
lost.
next to them. Yeah. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. The safe opens.
Okay.
Nice one, Falconer.
What's in the box?
Is that Brad Pitt?
13
What's in the
giant
box?
snakes. I'm just kidding. Inside there is 1,324 gold.
Cash.
Not bad.
Cash money. There is a diamond ring. Looks to be an engagement ring. It's been stored for safekeeping.
Diamonds are
there-
useful.
And there is the diamond is probably worth about, you'd have to get it appraised, but I'd say anywhere between 200 and 400 gold worth of quality. And then there is a leather-bound ledger.
What do you make of this, Falconer?
Falconer, make another history check.
I'll help if I can.
A history? Is anything stone in there that I can history check advantage?
Diamond?
Yeah,
the diamond.
History's
Everybody knows the diamond.
18.
18. Now it's coming back to you. Estefania let you know that Francois was a collector of rare, interesting antiquities and magical goods, which is interesting because you guys haven't come across anything or even any empty shelves, stolen goods, swords and tapestries still left on the walls. And as you open this ledger, it is in some sort of cipher, but there is a number of objects listed. There's a cipher name, a drop-down description, and then a cipher. It's a series of numbers, but in some sort of code, as if to indicate a dollar amount for these goods, which nobody has come across in this house yet.
Are we able to decipher the cipher?
That would take you a while.
Okay.
It's just based off of, you look at it and you're like, this is a list of stuff. I can't read it, but it looks like if you found a list of, you broke into a drug dealer's house and you were just like, oh yeah, this is probably like pot, coke, heroin shit. I can't read it, but I can assume.
There. Need some
Okay,
communication
well,
game.
I will take the ledger.
Okay.
Is there
And
that?
the
You're
ring.
just gonna leave? You're just gonna, what do you leave? You're gonna take the ring.
Sleight of hand with the ring.
Roll,
I
a
don't
sli-
want Raston to see.
roll a sleight of hand check. Rostin, make a perception check, 1 to see if there's any stone that you can decipher any history from, and then a second one to see if you can see Falconer steal a diamond ring when he slapped your hand for trying to steal pocket change.
18 on sleight of hand.
I rolled the 11 on his, but 14 for his stone stuff.
It is a lead safe.
All right.
Don't lick it.
All right.
Maybe Francois just went crazy.
So the safe, we've kind of checked out the rest of the main floor. Can't really find anything.
No
With
basement for what we can see.
If you want to make one more investigation check. With
I will help.
Falconer's assistance.
Good luck.
Assistance, pardon me.
Is there a bug?
The items that
There are
are
many nice
listed
rugs.
in the ledger, do they correspond with anything that we've seen so far in the house?
15. Oh, sorry, 17.
Oof. You can't find anything. You're lifting rugs now. You're checking seams.
There's gotta be a basement.
What was that?
Any of the items that we saw, like the sword or the tapestry, are they listed in the ledger at all?
You can't read the ledger.
Oh,
It's in a cipher.
so we can't tell what
You,
items.
you
are
can
in.
tell it's a list of things, and
Okay.
based off of Falconer's memory of Estefania talking to you about Francois.
Okay.
He collects rare and ancient or magic goods, and the reason she wanted him to get the God Scroll, because all of her agents were currently busy, was because the God Scrolls are super fucking ancient and rare and potentially magically powerful, and he was boasting a little too loudly about it. She was getting word from her informants just like, yeah, this guy won't shut the fuck up about it. Somebody's gonna... We need to steal it first, sort of thing.
2 months later?
So would he have either store them here at his abode, or would he have an off-site storage area for them?
Yeah, is there anything in his ledger that mentions, like, maybe...
In the journal?
Yeah.
Anything in the journal that Falconer that mentions an office or another storage unit that he rents? I don't know.
Anything in the journal?
Yeah.
Make a... Spend a few minutes with it. Do a thorough investigation check. I'll give you with advantage while I go to the washroom. And you can let me know what your rolls are when I return.
Meanwhile, I'm reading your fortune.
Ooh.
Yes. So,
I'm a Libra cord, by the way.
A Libra cord.
yes, of course.
Sounds real dirty.
So, the first card is the upright hangman.
Oh.
In your past, you felt trapped.
That's actually accurate.
Yes. What does it say right there? What does it say? You were feeling trapped and confined. You felt limited in your faculties. In the present, the reverse death, you feel the inability to move forward. That you have this fear of beginnings. The repeating of negative patterns, the resisting of change. And in the future, the upright wheel of fortune. Good luck is upon you.
I like that one. Could I try? Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make a religion check.
Awesome. Oh no, I don't know how to do anything.
Didn't look big.
Um,
Does it like a single digit?
how's that 6?
6.
I just start like dealing in my hand of cards.
As you start playing poker with
So what are
tarot
we
cards.
wagering?
Goldfish.
I got
Go
5
fish.
gold.
What deck of cards are you using?
Let's pursue that.
Dude, it's not. It's like, what does instant death mean?
This is the Ace of Spades. It means you're gonna join a metal band.
You are totally bullshitting.
Yeah.
But deep down inside, you have this weird twinge. Something dark. Something terrible.
You like
And then you-
black coffee.
Oh, there it is.
Actually, I take mine double.
Falconer?
21.
21. Several of the last entries, they seem to go through varying stages of depression and then hope and then depression and then the hope, oh, the sun's going off and everything's good, and then there's this, now he's alone in this big empty house, sort of just like a before bed kind of coping mechanism journal. And there's one singular entry that mentions even my love for my precious goods barely fill my heart anymore. I go down to look at them often, but I just feel like walking away some days.
Go down, go down. Go down either like straight down or go down like I'm going downtown kind of go down.
Bring it around, Captain.
Can we message out to, or use the stones outside to Zodel to just do a walk around the building, see if there's like a
Wine cellar?
wine cellar type
How
entry
often
outside?
can you use messaging?
Once a day.
I've
Ideally, we
Se-
don't do
sending is once a day. He has message, which I
that.
can
Oh
use.
yeah, do that as
Well,
much
it's
as
a
you like.
cantrip, right?
Yeah.
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 Just do that.
I like this. Just like pointing and talking, like an old school phone.
We're attempting to look for a basement. Could you do a perimeter to see if there's any sort of wine cellars or anything?
Yes.
Will do. So do out. Perimeter check.
Yep.
Okay, make an investigation check. These guards are not very perceptive.
Yeah. I thought I got smarter,
Investigation.
damn it. 5.
You get distracted by a beautiful yellow butterfly.
Ooh.
Going from flower to
Investigation
Pretty.
13.
flower. 13. On the exterior, you're
No.
kind of going around doing laps.
Would a 17 change that? 'Cause I could potentially do something, but I'd have to
17.
roll high. So was 13 count as a failure?
Yeah, on the exterior, there's no visible clues of any type of cellar, dugouts, what's the word I'm looking for? Root cellar or anything like that. Like nothing. It's very, very pristine grounds. Everything's very
Okay.
well cared for by gardeners and cleaners on a regular basis. You gather that they probably wouldn't have like something like that on the exterior of the building where anybody could stumble across it on their daily duties.
Can I sort of like widen the search a bit, try to see if there's any like, if there's any trees nearby, if there could be any like.
Sure, you make another investigation check.
Oh, I'm gonna change my die this time. 15.
Jacques, did you see where that couple of individuals went? You can hear these voices out up at the front of the house, would you?
Oh, 15.
15, widening your perimeter, just really nicely kept yards, gardens, trees. What's that? The arbors and stuff?
Okay, having read that in the journal, can I do one last sweep in the main floor?
Sure.
I'll also just start looking at the trees.
Okay. They're very
Just-
nice trees.
Yes.
I will help in the
Just in
search.
case the guards see me,
Okay.
I'll just be like, ah, yes, I'm a wood elf. I like trees.
Good luck, Falconer.
Falconer with
Yes.
Falconer with advantage because Magnus is helping and with guidance.
Oops. 19, 22.
You go around this entire main floor, and at this point, like, you're all starting to get a little, like, buggy-eyed from trying to peer at all the nooks and crannies, and you sit down in this armchair, and you're like, I need to think, and as you pop the recliner, the fireplace behind you slides out of the way.
Indiana Jones
Fucking
sits on the
lazy
chair.
Yeah, 22 is, you guys had to hit a 22, and I was surprised you didn't get above a 20 on either of those.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Who would have thought the lazy boy would have done it? All right.
I was half expecting Roston to just like stumble across it by accident.
Well, shall we?
Let's shout.
Okay. There's no light. It is now dark in this tunnel.
I'm gonna light up setting
Setting
sun.
sun. Bright light for 40 feet, dim light for an additional 40 feet. This stairwell goes down a ways. Smooth stone, lots of dust still, like everything else. And as you come to the bottom, you feel the walls go to the right and left, and these magical balls of light.
Oh no, they're back.
Sorry, same noise, different thing.
Yeah, I was
different
just like, God damn it.
I pull out the bucket.
Jesus.
Just before we go down, I'm just going to message Zodel and Vera that we found a basement.
Nice. It is deeper than 30 feet.
Would you like us to join you in case something nefarious happens?
And
Yeah.
my detect magic is now
Do you
gone
want
because
the rest of the group to?
Might as well.
It's been a while.
concentration.
Yeah,
Unified
tell them
force.
to sneak in and shut the front door
I'll
so
take
that it
a,
looks like
I'll,
we're going.
I'll take a look. I'll like kind of peer out of the tree line just to see if the guards have sort of moved on.
One of them has gotten off their horse and is kind of starting to walk the edge of the property. This is the only place they've seen you guys hanging out.
Is there a back door? Did we see
There is a
the
back door.
Alright, and they're at the back, aren't they?
They are currently at the back of the building.
I'm gonna go and go, hey guys, come on, back door.
Back door is locked. But you're
I'm on the inside.
But you're inside, so
Yep.
Wait a second.
I love that moment of like, wait a minute, I'm inside.
It's padlocked on the outside.
What kind of fuckery is this?
Okay, yeah, you gesture them inside.
Should I cast detect magic again?
I think we should go and lock the front door as well. I'm going to go and
Yes.
lock the front door.
Okay.
While they're doing this.
Yeah.
No.
Detect magic? Okay.
Ritualistically.
Let me just tell you what you see first. In the basement, there is a burned carpet.
Ooh.
In the middle of the
Burn
floor.
what?
Carpet.
Hmm.
It has been blasted with some sort of flame and is laying on the ground. There is a suit of armor in every corner. Very nice suits of armor. A couple of additional rugs as the room spreads out to either side. And some nice swords, some antique-looking swords, similar to the ones you saw upstairs, lining the walls. You can see these collection pieces in these glass cases of varying different sizes. There is one with an odd sort of looking jug in it, one with a rolled up, some sort of, could be a tapestry or type of cloth artifact. There's one that just has a singular piece of parchment in it that's emitting a soft golden glow. One that has a box, wooden box, very ornately carved, very dark wood, but beautiful. There is a glove that is partially leather on the palm side with a very intricately crafted chainmail backing to it that goes up close to the elbow. There is one cabinet with two little resting spots on it that is empty, and then there is a I have to look up the description of this one, sorry. There's a shield. It is platinum with sapphires, shield of platinum and sapphire blues. I wrote too much. It's beautiful shield, platinum, sapphire inlays, really, really nice. So you don't have to.
Are there any small items?
Piece of parchment is a small item.
But like outside of the cabinets, I guess. Like, is there anything else valuable that's like little lying around?
The room is a smooth, polished stone, a little dusty like everything else, but other than that, it is just the room and these glass cabinets that are set onto the walls around the room.
So there's parchment,
Going
glove,
Up
shield.
to the one that
Jug.
is empty. Could I infer what was sitting in there?
As you walk into the room, I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh.
This is the one map I did not have time to make, so I'm going to draw it out here for you guys real quick.
How dare you not come prepared with everything possible?
Wait until I show you what I made instead.
Shit.
It's
Krista's
gonna be
seen
the
it.
armor suits, isn't it?
So,
Alright, I need those minis just push back a
Oh,
little.
no.
Your curse continues, Dallas.
How'd it go?
What?
I'm not with
Oh,
you.
right.
That's right.
I'm
yeah,
chilling,
you're
I was gonna bring up after everyone gathers. I was like, hey, we're missing something.
What's up?
She's getting stuck up by a turtle in tabaxi.
Yeah.
Which would probably be happening right around this second.
Because you've been on your
Well, I mean,
quest with learning about yourself.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Aria. I'm an Aquarius.
I'm also
It's
a
dry erase,
Leprechaun.
right?
do we know where our
Okay.
birthdays
Permanent marker
are?
comes off either
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
Can we just have Aria's birthday mission?
Is that washable?
Yes.
Someone's like, is that a Sharpie?
I've done Sharpie before. Sharpie comes off.
Okay. We have one too.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
I janked it. I janked it. Let's do that instead.
It's a thick wall.
Rabble, rabble. Sorry, a little janky here, guys. I honestly, Arya or Krista can tell you all about the cool thing I made instead of drawing this map.
I'm not going to tell you all about it. 'Cause
No,
it's a
you can,
surprise.
you can just tell them how great it is.
It is great.
It's pretty fucking great.
On a scale of like pretty good to
Awesome possum.
Whoa,
Wow, there's a possum involved. Shit.
possum.
Also, I didn't know. Oh, welcome to the fight. I didn't know how to make carpets of smothering, so I'm just going to use my old gelatinous cubes
Hey.
because they can also put people inside.
What?
Ooh.
Carpets are smarter. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what the heck? What do you mean?
I thought they were burnt.
They're crispy carpets.
There was one red one.
Maybe you meant carpet of smoldering.
Crazy carpets.
You don't know.
Oh, come on, that one was good.
Stand up, motherfucker.
Oh, magic carpet ras.
Roger, Roger.
Table.
Somebody put that in that corner. Oh, gracias. What was I using for my last one?
Droid.
Doctor Who robot.
Oh yeah, it was Rhyhorn. Or Rhino.
Rhyhorn, like the Pokemon?
Yeah, that's the one. These I forgot to put back together. I needed the swords last session for the...
I am going to
Veterans.
grab a...
Now's the time.
Oh, I got a bad cramp this morning. I still got it. Ah, Jesus.
Starting your period.
And my...
Eat a banana, stretch it out.
Drink some water.
Look at all these swords. He has a lot of swords.
Yeah.
This one.
Nothing's gonna go wrong with that.
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty innocuous. They're just gonna hang out. Probably gonna smile.
And you're all coming in here. So what's your marching order?
Well,
I was at the front with the light.
Presumably, me and Zodell showed up at the very at the tail end.
yeah, and I was letting them in, so I would be with the.
Okay.
And then
I
you
was gonna
locked
say
the
where
front
you had
door.
it was good.
Someone locked at the front door yet.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, and then I would assume Rostin's probably right up front as well.
Yeah, pretty close.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
buddy.
I'll pick it up.
Would you want to be with Magnus, maybe?
Probably. Yeah, garbage is just there too if you need
I
it.
would be
Ah,
here. Zodell.
You guys are bringing
Just
up
the
the
Very
rear.
good back.
I'm taking up the rear.
It's like 300 Spartan style. Funneling everybody into the gorge.
Yeah.
Fuck did my D20 go?
Kick in the doorway, then the fofo.
Ow, my dice is missing.
No.
Does that mean you roll nat ones for the rest of the...
Oh, let's hope so. Automatic, just take the 10.
Well-
Just take the...
Babe, what's in
Average.
that rolling tray?
Ah, there it is. Why would I have put it there? ADHD, guys. It's a horrible drug.
Just to let you know, Oswald, I kept it before as an element of surprise, but if you do roll disadvantage or advantage, just let me know, because I can make it just a straight roll.
Nice. So no.
Wouldn't having advantage
15.
be better?
If they get advantage, I can just take a straight roll.
Cool.
Magnus.
5.
That is high five over there.
Of course. Aria.
I'm not there.
You can still be an initiative over. We can describe what you're doing.
What did you,
Every 6 seconds,
what
you're
did you
like-
roll? 15.
What did Magnus roll?
5.
Ryden?
16.
That's not bad. Falconer?
17.
17. Roston?
5, but mine's better than Magnus.
These are facts.
My 5's
My
better.
dex is 16.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I'm in front of you.
Yeah, but he can see over you.
Great.
Yeah, but. Okay, fine.
Wow, 2 4s in a row.
Yeah,
Fuck
we go
me
through that.
running. Okay. Falconer, as you take a step into this room, I'm going to move you forward 5 feet. Somebody can just
Yep.
Falconer up there. Immediately, everything that's not in a glass cabinet springs to life in this room. 2 carpets come off of the floor. They are very large. The suits of armor start to move, and the swords immediately come off the wall and swing up so they are in a ready position. It is your turn.
What was your guys' initiative?
Oh,
Yeah.
7.
And mine was 8.